Hey guys, just got the Quest 3 package in today. It was said to be coming in on the 12th, so I was very excited when we went to go out to Philadelphia this morning, and it was waiting on the front porch, and now I'm really excited to actually crack into it. So I'm just gonna kind of show y'all what's in the box first, and then I'm gonna cut away to me playing some games, and then just give you some overall opinions from like the first 30 minutes to an hour. I'll be able to do a more full review in about a couple of weeks, just because I'm not going to be able to play with this too much because I'm going to be out of town for 9 or so days very shortly. But I'll be sure to get that to y'all when I have it and I feel like I can give an actual full opinion. So let's break into it. Let's see. All right, let's see. Pop it open. You can scan to start. And yeah, nothing. This is much smaller than the Oculus 2 setup. So we got this, we got the Flexi strap, which I know I'm going to be replacing because that looks awful. I already have the lenses. The lenses came covered, which is nice. It already feels a lot thinner, but it does feel heavier. Yeah, I have my extra strap on here, and this already feels lighter. Yeah, this is much heavier front forward, but this is like thinness-wise is very nice. And then we got these two suckers, which feel good. I don't really know. I don't think there's anything else crazy about it, so let's hop into the gameplay. All right, so right now it is downloading a system update, which is nice, and I went through the initial setup real quick with just entering my Wi-Fi, and it opens up in AR. The AR is really clean. It looks nice. It's in color, which is way better than the black and white pass-through on the Quest 2. But even with my phone up, I can kind of read text, which is one of the biggest like quality of life improvement things that I think could be done, is just being able to read text on your phone. You can do it. I would say you can type really easily. Like you would be able to understand what you typed, but to be able to just read off something that you're not sure what it says, it's a little more difficult, but it can be done for sure through this. So I'm gonna set this up to download a couple things on the controller. One, the battery pack now has a button that you click and it comes off, which is a big improvement, I think, on the controller design. Controllers feel great. I haven't got to test hand tracking much, so I'll get to that in a little bit. One thing I noticed is I could adjust the IPD with the wheel, and while it's super nice, the sweet spot on these was so big. Like I could adjust between like a pretty large range, and I could still see really well. So I'm gonna plug it in, charge it, and then play some games, and we'll see what happens. All right, so this is gonna be a little off the dome. I just finished playing 3 games, Knock, Bocce Time, and 11 Table Tennis. Knock and Bocce Time are they by far the games that I play the most. And then 11 is a game that I play quite a bit, but also it has a mixed reality mode, so I wanted to be able to show that off. And during this time, I wanted to be able to show off the recording. You'll hear right now from Knock what it sounds like as a mic. Okay, so this is going to be the first recording with it. I don't know how the mic sounds, so you're going to hear how the mic sounds through this. So let's check it out. I'm going to play 3 games. I'm going to play a little bit of Knock. I'm going to play a little bit of Bocce Time. I'm going to play a little bit of 11 Table Tennis. Those are the 3 things that I've been playing the most recently, so I feel like they're the ones that are going to be able to tell a lot of difference. All right, so I wanted to go over the things as I did them. So I played Knock, played a game, and played in the social park for a bit. One of the things that I noticed immediately that was just, I mean, this is really a little bit Knock related, but I think it's any sort of game that is high intensity, you get a really big boost with the Quest 3 because there is a lot of extra peripheral view. Like when I'm playing Knock on my Quest 2 and I like just turn my eyes to look at something, oftentimes it'll be a little faded and I won't be able to make out exactly what's happening. With the Quest 3, like I can kind of move my eyes around and it's very smooth and I can tell what's happening around me a lot better. So in that way, I think the FOV is a big boost for all of those. On the contrasting side, the lack of grips, I'll get a bit more into this, but the lack of grips is huge. So when I play, you can see here, Quest 2 straps. My right one I leave free, and my left one I have a little grip on. And my Knock game was significantly worse because I didn't have the grip. I was much worse at the game, but that's just an accessory thing. I don't think necessarily that's something that Meta should always strive to ship, but it would have been nice if it shipped with it. That's just a little bonus thing. Just talking about third-party devices in general, the strap is great for casual gaming exclusively. I would say casual gaming and casual use only. So it does have the soft back and it has the top strap. So it's everything that a cloth strap can give you. And if I wanted to sit back and just kind of chill with this, like sit back and watch something, I think this would be really nice. However, for what I use as a pro user of VR, this is not sufficient and it sucks because I am going to be shifting. It's going to be shifting back and forth. And even though there is a bigger sweet spot, Still not preferable. I do think in addition to that, one of the things that helps out is on the Quest 2, it, after Lawsuit, came with a rubber silicone faceplate here. And this one doesn't, and this one also allows a lot of movement. So that is an additional thing that I feel like I need in order to be able to use this as like a full-time product. So 3 third-party devices that I need to utilize it as a pro user is grips, the silicone rubber faceplate, and then a new Pro Strap. All of those, I'm probably gonna wait for third party and see what kind of comes out of those. I'll let y'all know what I use after a little bit once I actually get them, but definitely going to be a big need is all 3 of those third party devices. Little things that I've noticed with the controllers seem very smooth. I don't notice anything bad about them. I want to say after using Bocce Time and Knock that they were actually a little improved in tracking, but that could easily just be my placebo effect of having something new and cool. And so I can't guarantee that it's gonna be much better than your Quest 2 controller experience, but it is nice nonetheless to not have the rings kind of messing with you. A couple of final notes is, one is that the volume, it was noticeably better. Like in Knock, I usually had to keep my volume at full, if not like a couple notches down from full. I was able to play at medium and it was very smooth there. I got to play with the 11 mixed reality. I think that that is going to be big for a lot of racket sports or games that just utilize a lot of space. So things like Blast On, having the color pass through and being able to play the game at the same time was so smooth. I really, really like that. I'm sorry about my messy room. In retrospect, probably should have cleaned before I recorded, but I didn't have a lot of time. So really excellent. I enjoy the Quest 3. I wish that for the more premium price tag of $500 that it would have come with either an option for a different faceplate that wasn't just colored, that had like the silicone. I think that charging for that should be base. I wish they had a different head strap, and I wish they had straps on the controllers, but I can't fault them for not shipping with those. I just wish you had more options for what you got for your initial buy. $500 is a lot of money. Well, thank y'all so much. If you have any questions about it, let me know in the comments. I'm gonna be using it over the next couple of days, then I'll be out of town for a while. And then after about a month or so, probably closer to Christmas time, I'll be able to give a full review of how this works well with PCVR and things to that effect. So thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. Have any questions, let me know. Enjoy the Discord. I love you. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching the video. I really appreciate your time and viewership. If you would like to join the community, I host monthly VR tournaments and community nights in my Discord. I would love for you to stop by, say hi, and get involved. On top of that, we are always talking about new news and events in social and casual sport VR. I look forward to seeing you around.